Meegan, what types of challenges did you first encounter, if any, when you were setting out wanting to turn this into a reality?
That I knew nothing about anything. I obviously have education background in education, and I didn't know how to start a business, run a business, create an invoice, do sales. Like I knew nothing. And so I like to just say that I taught myself through Google and YouTube, and I just learned how to become a business owner. That was like on the business side, those were my struggles. On the product side, or like the mission side, it took me a little while to understand how to pitch this to a business. So of course I come at it from such a personal place. And so I see it as like, this is going to help so many people, it's going to be so great for the world, and it's going to help people with disabilities access your business. And, businesses would say, oh, this is a really great idea. They were very supportive and very kind, but didn't necessarily like what budget would, like, what does that mean? Like, what kind of budget would they use to pay for something like that? And I had to kind of swallow my pride on that and flip that narrative a little bit and say, look, this is an incredible marketing tool, period.
You have had so much turbulence, so to speak, pivot after pivot after pivot. One thing that just stood out as you were talking about how when after you launched and you were successfully running for 18 months, maybe 2 years, but you felt that the technology wasn't quite there. You weren't quite doing enough different in the market than others were doing. Talk about that a little bit. How did you start to gain that recognition? Because I think a lot of startups go through this where you have an initial idea and you're going to, make your place, make room for yourself in the market. But then once things get going, how different are you? Are you different enough? What's going to help you to build? Or do you need to, take a full assessment and regroup? So talk us through that stage.
Yes, that has happened multiple times. So taking a pause and regrouping and admitting that something is not working or failed is huge. I'm the type of person that, if it's not working, I change, right? I gotta keep going in order to find that thing that's going to work in the marketplace.